Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video, we were talking about that any given sorting algorithm can be divided into two categories depending on the space being used and stability of the algorithm. Under which we said that either it can be in place or out of place algorithm, and it can either be stable or unstable sort. In this video, let's see what exactly do we mean when we say in place, out place, stable and unstable. So in place sort algorithms are those algorithms which does not require any extra space for sorting. That is, let's say if this is the array that we are given and the data of course is unsorted and the task is we need to sort it. So to arrive at this sorted solution, if our algorithm does not require any extra space, then such algorithm is called as in-place sorting algorithm. Whereas on the other side, if the sorting algorithm requires any extra space for sorting, then we call it as out-place sorting. Now as we will see in the later videos, merge sort is one of those algorithms which is out of place. That means it requires extra space to do this sorting. On the other hand, bubble sort is an in-place sorting algorithm. That means it does not require any extra space to do this sorting. Now let's see the other category of sorting, that is stable sort. So if a given sorting algorithm after sorting the content does not changes the sequence of similar content, then we call those sorting technique as stable sorting. Now what do we mean by that? Let's see with a simple example. So let's say this is the array that we need to sort, and here if we see we have 50 coming up 2 times. So what the stable sort means is that in this kind of a scenarios, when we have 2 identical numbers, then in the sorted array also these 2 numbers should appear in the same sequence. So here this 50 number in purple color appeared first, then this 50 in yellow color appeared. So here also we see the same thing. 50 in purple appeared first and then 50 in yellow color. On the other side, if the sequence is changed, in those cases we call it as unstable sort. So here we have an array which is unsorted and 50 in purple is given and 15 in yellow is given. So if we see this sorted array now, we see that 15 yellow comes first and then 15 purple color comes second. So here we can clearly see that the sequence has been changed. So this kind of a sorting techniques in which the sequence gets changed is called unstable sort. Quick sort is one of those examples. Similarly for stable sort, insertion sort is a good example of it. So obviously now you might be wondering that what is the problem in case even if we change the sequence. So here 50 and 50 both are same. How does that matter if both of them get interchanged? Does it really matter? Let's see. So stability of a sort basically matters when the key on which we are performing the sort is not the entire identity of the item. In those cases, stability matters a lot. Now what do we mean by this? Let's see using a simple example. So let's say if we are given a person object which has name and age of the person, which let's say looks like this. So we have name of few people and the age of these people. Now let's say if we want to do the sorting on the basis of the name. So after sorting this data on the basis of name, this is how it will look like. Now let's say if we want to do one more sorting, but this time on the basis of age, and we also want to make sure that the ordering that we have achieved by doing a sort on the name field is also preserved. That is, this age field should now be sorted, which right now is not sorted, but while we are doing this sorting, we also make sure that the name fields are also in the same order. So let's see how this data will look like after a sorting done on age. So if we have done the sorting on age and the sorting is a stable one, then this is how it will look like. That is, we see that the age is done in a sorting order now, and the name is also having or preserving the original sequence. That is, whichever name that were associated with the same edge remains in the same order as the original order. So if we see the previous data, Preeti was first, then Reena, and then Sita. Here also if we see, the same sequence is preserved. Similarly, all the data for age 2, Nalini and Reshma, we see here Nalini was first, Reshma was second. So the same sequence again is preserved over here. So this is called stable. Now in case if this sort was not stable, then this is how the data will look like. So we see that Preeti is first, Sita comes second, Reena comes third. But in the original data, Reena was second, Sita was third. Here we see Sita is second, Reena is third. So we clearly see that the ordering of the original data has been changed. So that is why it is called as unstable sort. So now to quickly recap what is stable sort. So stable sort is one in which the original ordering of the data is preserved. However, unstable sort is one in which the original order of the data is not guaranteed to be preserved. Now you might be wondering that is there any practical example where we use this kind of a things? Yes. If you have ever used databases, then you would be aware of a concept called group by clause. So group by clause basically uses this concept very heavily. So let's say if this is our data and if we do a grouping on the basis of age, so this is how it will look like. So this will be one group having age 1 and this will be another group of age 2. Within these two groups, the data needs to be sorted by name. So those kind of a queries uses stable sort. Fine. So that is all for this video. In the next video, let's see some of the terminologies around the sorting chapter.